Hello, and welcome back as Jim Morrison and Nick Rivers break out through to the other side of this ambush. In Perfidious Pete plays XCOM War of the Chosen, and I apologize for the horrible Jim Morrison impersonation there, but I'm a little concerned about our mojo, or at least I would be were it not for two things on this mission here. One, we've got Mr. Mojo Rising himself screeching into a microphone in a pair of leather pants, and two, between Mr. Mojo's Blade Storm ability and the Between the Eyes perk that we're running, thanks to the command benefits we've been getting, we're probably going to be okay. We can likely kill the Lost faster than old Jim Morrison himself could kill a fistful of tabs of LSD. I feel like we're not going to have a long-term problem. And also, since we crushed one of the Chosen last mission, our only real concern for this mission is going to be whether, you know, whatever, like, bad trip of enemies the game decides to have come oozing up out of the sewers like a Salvador Dali painting done in reverse. Only two teammates, that's our main issue. So anything we might run into that has armor may be a problem, as well as potentially purifiers or vipers, just because they have a lot of health. Though we do have the Lizard King on our side, so maybe any vipers we might encounter, they may just like lay down and be like, no, I'm gonna debase myself here at the feet of Jim Morrison. All hail he of the leather pants. Let's overwatch a little bit, because usually we get a reinforcement pod very early. Yeah, I mean, it's like right there, Pete.
Your team is compromised. We're picking up Advent response forces in.
Are we compromised though, John? Are we really compromised? Because I don't feel compromised. I feel like Jim Morrison's Blade Storm has the enemy compromised. You're compromised. No, you're compromised, Bradford.
No one gets by me.
I'm out of order. You're out of order. The whole damn system's out of order, and these guys are going to get pooped on by our Blade Storm man, who's going to chop them up when they land. They have both landed adjacent to the Lizard King, and he's going to carve them into a fresh pair of leather pants. Get ready to get ruined. I wonder if when we hit people with the Overwatch Blade Storm, do we get focus for that? You're just dead then. There we go. So I think this guy died to a combination of Overwatch and also getting shredded by Blade Storm. And now he's flopping around, twitching. You should stop that. Excellent work. We did not, unfortunately, manage to get... Okay, we didn't get focus for it, though. Focus is the only thing we might have wanted that we didn't get. Dash up and take cover behind this garbage can? Maybe don't take cover at all. Maybe just be on Overwatch. We're taking this a little slow, admittedly, but we're worried about other troopers. The Lost, again, not an issue. Between Blade Storm and Between the Eyes, we're going to be putting them in graves faster than you could actually dig graves for them. It's going to be like the Walking Dead up here. They're going to be coming up leaning against a fence, and we're just going to be poking them through the holes in the chain link with like a piece of rebar or something. Seems like it would have been a chore. A real chore. And like not a, I mean, that would have been a pretty nasty chore too, because it would have been like, those guys have been gross and rotting and stinky and whatnot. It seems awfully icky to have to live in the Walking Dead universe. That's all I'm going to say. My other question about the Walking Dead universe is if those people have actually been dead for like, how many years are they into the post-apocalypse at this point? It's been a while, right? Like that kid is almost 2, I think. How come there are still zombies at all? Shouldn't they have all rotted away to nothing by now? They should just be piles of bones lying on the ground. They shouldn't be an issue for Andrew Lincoln and his crew. They shouldn't have to kill anything. They should just be walking around with dustpans at this point going, yeah, well, found some zombies, but don't worry, I swept the place. I mean, in this case, I didn't, like, sweep it tactical style in, like, a military militia move where we were coming in with supreme coordination and an eagle eye for the fallen dead, but literally just a broom, and we swept up what's left of their bones because they've all rotted away now. They've been out in the hot Georgia heat for like 3 summers and change. They're done. You get that in the first episode, actually. The very first episode of The Walking Dead has that one zombie that's mostly rotted and stuck to a bicycle or something. It's been a couple years. How come the rest of them are still up and moving around? They should all be done. There shouldn't be anything left that's capable of moving. They're just bones at this point. Well, you guys want to go put that copper nickel-plated 44 Magnum of yours to work here, Nick Rivers? What do you say? Give him the old nickel-plated. Well, you're dead. Petey has 4 health. Yeah, but he's getting between the eyes. We only shoot people in the face now. It's exclusively face shots for our team. Get headshot. And call me crazy, but I think your buddy here is also about to get headshot. And I was thinking we might follow that headshot up with another headshot. And we don't even have to reload. We could just go on Overwatch, which is probably what we'll do. Oh, we've activated. Shit. Come closer so that we can charge you. That's perfect. Did you get close enough for us to wreck your shit? Nope. What about you? Can you wreck his shit? You cannot. Well, better throw a grenade at him then. Pete, that's gonna summon a swarm of the lost. Do I look or sound as if I care? Didn't you just see what Nick Rivers did to the last pod of lost that had the temerity to come up and mess with his shit? He wrecked him. Thinking about throwing another grenade, but maybe we'll just have Jim Morrison shoot him. He only needs 1. There you go. Good shot, Jimmy. Jim apparently did not take his customary fistful of LSD this morning before going out. Yeah, that's going to gather some loss, though. Normally, he takes a fistful of LSD with his morning coffee, but I guess he skipped it today. He was just like, yeah, you know, we got a big mission, and I want to be in my best possible form. Make sure that my performance is top shelf. It's an unusual decision, but one that I salute. Nick Rivers puts one between the eyes. See if you can get that 3 health dude back there. It doesn't really matter because old Bladestorm and Jim is back in the back. And if we have to, we can just have him stand in front of you. Doesn't really look like old Nick Rivers needs any help, though. Talk about a genius. The man's a genius with a pistol. That's what he is. Guess we'll just between the eyes and pistols is the ultimate combination for combating the lost. It doesn't get any better than this. We can kill as many as they throw. It doesn't matter how many lost they got. We just keep killing them. Unless, you know, when we miss like that. But the rest of the time, they step up to the plate and immediately get gunned down. Between the eyes also works on Overwatch. We have no bonus focus damage. You know what? Let's get a little. We can rend a guy just for some extra damage in case we run into a foe that is not easily dealt with. We'll have one person who can hit a little bit harder. Just go on. Oh, you can't go on Overwatch, right? Well, parry then. And Jim Morrison's going to come up here and cover you with some Bladestorm and Overwatch.
Maintaining this area.
When you say maintaining this area, Jim, do you mean like you got a bucket and a mop and you're going to like start cleaning up the place a little bit? I'm maintaining this area for a small fee. So what? Yeah, I do custodial work in the off-season. It's not all rock and roll and leather pants and lizard kings and drinking way too much and abusing drugs. Sometimes, you know, you just like the satisfaction of a job well done, coming into a place that's a little messy, tidying it up and going, you know what? I've made the world a better place today. I have fought the forces of entropy. I have tidied this mess, and the forces of entropy have been defeated by my scrub brush. Take that! Second law of thermodynamics. Another lost swarm is very close. Could they hurry up? I'm getting bored. We'll Overwatch then, and probably we'll just come up here and Overwatch. Oh, nope, there's a bad man behind that Jeep. We're gonna Overwatch in case the bad man wanders around the Jeep. It's something with only 4 health. I didn't see what it was. It could just be some stationary lost. Whiffed it. That's a pretty long shot for a pistol, though, Jim. See if Rivers can do any better. Nope.
I failed in my effort.
Guy's real concerned about failure. I'm starting to wonder if he has daddy issues.
You have my trust.
So there was definitely something. Oh, it's okay. Hello. Don't run away, though. Run towards us. I mean, you know what? Close enough. Get right.
This world is ours.
Get rent, get loot. Covered up with some focus. Picked up a hair trigger, not useful. Advent data pad, marginally useful. So are we going to be able to get into and rend some Lost? We can, but there are 2 Lost, which is problematic because we got like... Actually, there are 3 down there with 5 health, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that much damage. There's also an Advent Trooper over there, which is very bad. He may make this easy for old leather pants, though. So if we come over here, rend this dude. 1, he's dead. Get screwed. 5 damage. We're going to get a little bonus for having killed a man. I think we go into parry mode. You know what? Let the Lost come. Come at me, bro. It's time for Jim Morrison to rack up his kill total on this mission. Get ready to be Bladestormed, gentlemen. Get wrecked. Just keep them coming, Jimmy. No, there's more. There's more where that came from. There you go. Yep. Keep them coming. What, that's it? You only got 2. Lame. Well, come rend this man, I guess. I'm tempted to throw a grenade just to summon more Lost. I want to see how many Jim can wade through. Padding his kill total. Jim Morrison padding his stats the way he padded his stats as a musician. Oh, I died at 26 so that my creative years were the only years I actually had. It makes me look more proliferate than I actually was. Jim Morrison had lived till he was 50. He'd have been like, well, the first 8 years of his career were pretty remarkable, but then the rest of it really sucked. Like, the next 6 albums were fucking terrible. Jim Morrison avoided the sophomore slump by just dying. Oh, I founded the 26 Club. Well, maybe you shouldn't have done a pound of smack a day and chased it with a fistful of LSD every night. Exactly, Jim. Your 25th birthday was yesterday. It's definitely time for you to go. Why don't you go get a hotel room in Paris? Operation Perilous Rhyme. See, that would have been the Doors' follow-up album. Would have been Perilous Rhyme. It would not have been flawless as this Perilous Rhyme, though. It would have been wholly riddled with flaws. That was a pretty good little ambush, though. I feel like we came through that. You know what? I was going to say relatively unscathed, but not only did we come out of that one unscathed, we stomped it. That was a raffle stomp. Our boys made a mockery of the Lost and the Advent Troopers that were on that mission. That's got to be a blow to their self-esteem. We've demoralized them. And yet neither of you guys got a promotion, huh? Nick Rivers has a 10-to-1 kill to mission ratio and no promotion? No promotion. Unbelievable, though. 10-to-1, that's insanity. Right, supply drop. Well, is this Avatar Project? It better be going down. We were doing a covert op to reduce it. There we go. Okay. Covert action completed. Avatar project reduced by 2. Jim Morrison and Nick Rivers have come back untouched, ready for more action. Neither one of you guys got... You got 4 aim, but neither one of you guys... Nick Rivers got a promotion, not for going on the mission, but he comes back and then gets promoted. You know what? I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Mostly because horses' mouths are disgusting. You don't want to be anywhere near one. Pretty much everything about horses is gross. They're stupid, they're ugly, they're dumb, they're strong, they're mean. They smell bad. I really want that promotion, though. Can't get it. +1 mobility is intriguing. I don't want a Reaper. We could, I suppose, sort of use an engineer. We don't have a lieutenant available to go hunt the hunter. Gathering supplies, we don't really need them. +1 health is not terrible. I don't want a skirmisher. +1 mobility is actually pretty useful for us. You know what? Let's do this one. Let's go +1 mobility. Here, Nick Rivers. First off, let's promote Rivers. He earned it. He earned it. What did you get, Nick Rivers? What did you earn? Because you did earn it. Overcharge. Alright, acceptable. Pillar, stun strike, none of this stuff. All of our guys are such late bloomers, though. They're all getting their bonus abilities so deep in the roster.
When it comes to aliens, and the skirmishers are no different. I don't trust them. and I don't like sending my people out handed.
Well, that really shouldn't be a problem on this mission here, Volk, because not only do we not have skirmishers, but we also don't have any Reapers. So you're covered in 2 different directions on that one there, champ. This should be perfectly to your liking. Oh, one other thing we should do. Anybody else make Sergeant that has the wrong nickname? Like Simon Magus is not Simon Shock Magus. Let's fix this. While we're doing a little maintenance here. Nickname, Simon Templar. Thank you. Put my terrible typing skills on display here. So that's Simon Magus taken care of. We got Iceman, Real Genius, Templar, Batman. You're the janitor. Oh, can we customize your name? I'm gonna spend the next 6 months getting to know the janitor. There's Robbie, the janitor Gallagher, Jim Volt Morrison. No, he is the Lizard King, though. Customize, perhaps Pete? Yeah, you may want to do that. Nickname, you're gonna be the Lizard King. Jim Lizard King Morrison. Who else we got that needs a nickname? Everybody gets a nickname. You get a nickname. You get a nickname. You get a nickname. Eat my butt, Oprah. Ah, good old Nick Rivers there. All right. Needs a nickname. Well, I think we got to go with just like Nick Top Secret Rivers then. Did you know Val Kilmer actually cut an album in the wake of Top Secret? Put out an album. It's not even that shamefully bad. So there's all of our corporals. We got to get some more people promoted before we can go back into Oprah mode, giving out nicknames. Also, I was really just looking for any excuse to advise Oprah she could eat my butt. Let's finish picking up these supplies and see what else is on the menu then. We really want to get Gauss weaponry finished. Fly back to Templar HQ. I'm going to say no to that. What other events have we got here? A scientist would be good. I don't really need a resource cache. Go get this scientist. We should also probably try and make contact with maybe North America, or we could go to Brazil. North America has a continent bonus, potentially. We also do need to, like, go to the black market and scan it. Only if it unlocked the Celestial Gauntlets, Bradford. Mag cannon and a Gauss rifle. What the hell unlocks... What unlocks the better... I am as confused as I've ever been, though. What unlocks our gauntlet upgrades?
Maybe we should start training someone else to pilot the Avenger.
Maybe we should learn to make better arc blade. I mean, we got that.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Tell me how I unlock Celestial Gauntlets. That's what I would like to know. What research are those hidden behind? Because we have mag weapons now, and yet we don't have... We can't even build the better pistols, right? We have mag pistols. Did we already build those? Hold on a second. Let's head down to the armory. Did we already build the better pistol? I don't think we did. Hey, Chris Knight, fork over your gun here. I need to take a peek at that. We do have the mag auto pistol. Do our shard gauntlets? Shard gauntlets are not better, though. What do we need to upgrade these? What are you locked behind? Is it the chrysalid autopsy, maybe? Well, I mean, we can find out instantly, I guess. If it's locked behind the sectoid autopsy, I don't think it is. If it is, though, we're gonna get some. Sectoid's doing its best Yetaglanchi impression there on the table. Yetaglanchi.
The product of clear genetic manipulation.
Was that a MST3K drop? Yeah, if you haven't seen Werewolf, do yourself a favor and find out, Paul, you is a werewolf. New research available, psionics. Mind shields are available. Maybe it's Celestial Gauntlets are behind... Okay, these are inspired for only 3 days. Maybe it's behind psionics. I wouldn't mind getting plated armor, but that actually takes longer than psionics and also takes alloys. Is there anything else it could be gated behind? The priest? I don't think so, but it's almost gotta be behind psionics. The experimental weapons we can't use. It's nice that they're inspired, but it doesn't do us any good. Resistance radio would be useful. We are going to need to be able to build a radio beacon eventually, but let's go for psionics first. I want my more enhanced gauntlets. We need that bonus damage. You know, Pete, even like a tiny casual Google search could probably reveal to you where you're going wrong in the research tree. Bah! I'm never going to learn if I just Google the answer. Pete, you know, one might make the argument that you're never going to learn if you don't Google the answer either. And the person making that argument would likely be right. So power relay, I think we got to upgrade you because we need the extra juice. And then we could put a workshop in here. Our infirmary's already on the works. Resistance ring. We don't have a training center yet, which we could also use to deepen our bonds. Gonna have to dig some machinery out in order to get that taken care of, though. Don't necessarily hate that. Let's just have you, Lillian Hanson, can start digging, and you, Charles Robinson. Welcome to Shovel City. Population you, and in the meantime, we're gonna build a workshop right yeah.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit.
Don't worry, Lily. I'm sure we'll find some on the overland map somehow, even though that makes absolutely no sense. Or alternatively, we'll just build this workshop and throw some staffing gremlins over in the power relay. Either way, we win. All we do is win, Lily. All we do is win, Shen. Well, old Project Avatar getting a little bit of that covert operation action back.
The aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move.
What do you mean if, John? We slowed them down this episode, though. How many quarts of gin have you pounded since in the last... I mean, it hasn't even been 20 minutes, Bradford. It hasn't even been 20 minutes.
You should have known I'd be coming for your
Operation Dismal Summer. Oh, the sadly, tragically failed Go-Go's follow-up album. After their hit single, Cruel Summer, they titled their next album Dismal Summer, and they thought they'd go all emo and goth with it. And it turns out the audience just really didn't follow them down that avenue. They were expecting more upbeat bubblegum pop, and what they got was some vastly ahead of its time, like emo soul searching, and they just, people weren't ready for it yet. They're like, no, it's 1988. We're gonna, well, actually, it's probably like 1986 when the Go-Go's were still around. It's 1986, Pete. We're not ready for emo yet. Even The Cure hasn't totally caught on yet, and they're riding the front edge of that wave. Maybe just Belinda should go start a solo career and she can sing a song about how heaven is a place on earth. Maybe. And then for the next 30 years, she can market it to like tampon ads and ads for like women's hygiene products, because that's the only place you ever hear those. Ooh, baby, you know what that's right. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Also, if you've got minor feminine irritation and itching, maybe consider some Vagisil. This little message brought to you by Perfidious Pete, sponsored now by Vagisil. If you have minor feminine irritation and itching, again, as Belinda suggested, consider Vagisil. I'm going to consider checking out of this episode because I'm talking about feminine hygiene products. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Support really does mean a lot. If you have minor feminine itching and irritation, perhaps get a high-quality product by the Vagisil Corp and go take care of that. Also, maybe subscribe when you're done, you know, ministering to your hoo-hoo. Right now, thanks very much for watching, though. I'll see you again soon.